Over $100 million.
We do want to start with breaking news.
$100 million worth of jewels stolen. But so 5 more suspects have been arrested, and someone should have been fired in that museum. That's my thoughts. But let's get into it.
This morning as we've heard that 5 more arrests have been made in that Louvre jewel heist. And we do have a live image coming out of the Louvre there in Paris, France. I want to read some of this reporting courtesy of the Associated Press as they continue to follow this story very closely. Now, they say this: 5 more people have been arrested in the investigation into the theft of crown jewels from the Louvre Museum, but the treasures remain missing. That's according to the Paris prosecutor and what they announced on Thursday. The 5 were detained late Wednesday night in separate police operations in Paris and in surrounding areas. The prosecutor did not release their identities or any more of those details. One of the suspects is suspected of being part of the 4-person team that robbed the Louvre's Apollo Gallery in broad daylight back on October 19th. 2 other members of the team were arrested Sunday and given preliminary charges Wednesday of criminal conspiracy and theft committed by an organized gang. Both partially admitted their involvement, according to the prosecutor. It took thieves less than 8 minutes to steal the jewels valued at 88 million euros or 102 million US dollars. And it really shocked the world. The robbers forced open a window, cut into cases with power tools, and fled with 8 pieces of the French crown jewels. French police have acknowledged major gaps in the Louvre's defenses, turning the daylight theft into a national reckoning over how France protects its treasures. Now, one of those who has been charged is a 34-year-old Algerian national who has been living in France since 2010. He was arrested at the airport in Paris as he was about to fly out to Algeria with no return ticket. He was living in a suburb north of Paris and was known to police mostly for road traffic offenses. His DNA was found on one of the scooters used by robbers to leave the scene.
Absolutely crazy. Now, let me say something. They said that the jewels have not been recovered. They most likely hid them. We know they probably hid them for a while. And if they never find them, whenever they get out, because they're not going to be in jail for life now, whenever they get out, you're going to have to watch them. The police are going to watch them like hawks. They make any moves, they arresting them again. Because they hid them or they pass them off to somebody to sell and break down and sell. Absolutely crazy. Let's keep going.
The other suspect, a 39-year-old, was arrested at his home, also in the outskirts of Paris. Now, the man was known to police for several thefts, and his DNA was found on one of the glass cases where the jewels were displayed and on items the thieves left behind. Video surveillance cameras showed there were at least 4 people involved. 4 of the suspects arrived aboard a truck equipped with a freight lift that 2 of them used to climb up to the museum's window. The 4 of them left on board 2 motor scooters along the river toward eastern Paris, where they had some other vehicles parked. Prosecutors said that nothing suggests that the robbers had accomplices within the museum's staff. Now, she made a plea on Wednesday night to those who have the jewels, saying, quote, "These jewels are now, of course, unsellable. Anyone who buys them would be guilty of concealment of stolen goods. There's still time to give them back." Information about investigations is meant to be secret under French law to avoid compromising police work and to ensure victims' right to privacy. Only the prosecutor can speak publicly about these developments, and violators can be prosecuted. Police and investigators are not supposed to divulge information about arrests or suspects without the prosecutor's approval. Though, in high profile cases, police union officials have leaked partial details. I want to bring us out to the social media post courtesy of the Associated Press as we follow this breaking news update for you, a story that really captivated the world. The AP saying this on X: breaking, 5 more people have been arrested in the investigation into the theft of crown jewels from the Louvre Museum, the Paris prosecutor announces, and the jewels remain missing. Now, again, the prosecutor is asking that whoever has the jewels or knows where those jewels are to please just come forward because, as she put it, they are unsellable. But again, those 5 were detained late Wednesday.
Let's be honest. They're not unsellable. They just saying that so they turn themselves in. They break them down. Somebody going to buy them. somebody will buy them. I don't know if they'll get it back. Hopefully they do, but I truly don't know. I truly don't know.
Night in separate police operations in Paris and those surrounding areas. And one is suspected of being part of the four-person team that robbed the Louvre's Apollo Gallery back on October 19th. Two other members of the team were arrested Sunday and given preliminary charges Wednesday of criminal conspiracy and theft committed by an organized gang. Both partially admitted their involvement, according to the prosecutor. We're following the story very closely as we also bring you this live image coming out of the Louvre Museum there in Paris, which did open back up a couple of days after that robbery first happened. And as you can see, several tourists are there ready to go inside.
Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. Let's get over into this article. So let's break it down. 5 more suspects have been arrested in connection with the October 19th jewel heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris, according to the Paris prosecutor Laura. Arrest took place on Wednesday in in the region of the suburbs of Paris. Through French authorities have not yet named any suspects. Uh, they, speaking on the French radio RTL, said the stolen jewels have not been recovered, but the police believe that one of the suspects arrested Wednesday's raid could be a major person of interest due to his DNA being found at the scene of the crime. French police told ABC that one of the suspects arrested Wednesday had already been identified and was under surveillance for several days. The fresh arrest brings it to seven the total number of people detained related to the heist. 2 other people, both men in their 30s from Paris suburbs, were arrested last weekend, French National Police confirmed. Investigators said that matches trace DNA recovered from a helmet left at the scene of the crime to one of the suspects, enabling police to put alleged thief under phone and physical surveillance. One suspect was arrested at 10 p.m. on Saturday at the Paris Charles de Gaulle at the airport, trying to board a plane bound to. See, I'm never saying names right. Aguilera. I've said this before. See, I'm not good. Y'all know I'm not good with names. Investigators previously told ABC that the second suspect was arrested as he was about to travel to Mali, but on Wednesday said that the man had no intention of leaving the country. One of the suspects had dual citizenships in French and Mali, and the other is a dual citizen French in Igleria. Investigators said, adding that both were already known to police for past burglaries. Okay, makes sense. Investigators said they still determine whether a source inside. They're still determining if whether a source inside the museum may have had a role in the theft. They knew exactly where they were going. It looks like something very organized and professional. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, 7 people have now been arrested for the theft of over $100 million worth of jewels, and they still haven't found the jewels yet. They still not have found them, and they're saying that they're unsellable. But we all know that somebody will buy them. They break them down, somebody will buy them. You ain't gonna get the full value because they're hot, but somebody will buy them. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. They thought they was gonna get away, but DNA cameras. Come on now. I've said this before. There's so much DNA. It's so hard to not leave your DNA. There's so many cameras around nowadays. They'll find you when you do anything. They'll find you. They will find you. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that whole situation. Like I said, let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Absolutely crazy. Now, all right, everybody. Remember, this is AC Reviews. The word. Remember to like and subscribe.